Hey guys, just a bit of a video to let you know what's what with Laura. We'll try and get it right this time. This is just with an iPhone. Hopefully I might be able to see my way clear to get a decent little camera to do it with, but this isn't too bad. I think there's not too much shake unless I do that. Laura's all mounted up on a bench now. We've got a decent drip tray made out of stainless steel, which is nice and easy to keep clean with a little brush and a vacuum cleaner and a rag. Half horsepower motor there. There's 3-phase. It runs through a variable frequency drive system. A leather pulley there which drives our flat belts up to the roof. And a control box there with the soft start switch and the circuit breaker etc. in there. The trip out. The top connection there goes through to our 12 volt for our work lamp. And the wires go through the bench at the back. Yeah, a nice couple of flanges and up to the variable frequency unit. That's all pretty clever. It's flashing there and it says it's stopped and there's 50 cycles it's putting out, which is full power. If we press the green button, this will start nice and slow and pick up. You can hear the belts there. And we'll pick up down there to 1400 RPM. This belt moves along that pulley when we turn, stop and start the lathe. Flip it out, we'll move it back there. And you can hear the other belt kick in there. This is our pulley system here. It's in neutral. And that one's in gear. The other one, of course, is for the reverse pulley, and I'm not sure I'll ever hook that up, to be honest. We'll see. This old overhead shaft come from Melbourne, from an antique dealer. I don't think I paid too much for it. It's got a nice brass pulley there for a round belt for a power takeoff, for a milling spindle, or a polishing head, or whatever. This is the cone pulley that sort of matches the other one now. That come with the machine. And these pulleys and the speed control, the direction control. That's sort of made a nice job of it. I've traded some work for this stand at the back, which is RHS. It's quite solid. It's bolted on the bench. Probably if I had put all this together on the bench first I would have done this differently, but it's quite good as it is. There's a little 3-jaw there which is Polish, seems to be okay. It's got about 3, 4, 5 thou run out, something like that now. It's not quite right, but we'll get it right. It's quite a good little chuck, I think. Here's my new 4-jaw, which is a Bernard, ex-high school. That's in top-notch condition. I've just got to make a backplate this weekend or next weekend. It's a work in progress. This is our spindle. We need to make some oil cups. These are just pipe nipples with caps on. They work okay, but they tend to oil just runs through, so we might have to do something about that very soon. Some idiot at some point has bored that spindle out to about 16 mil, so I've got all the equipment I think nearly to make a spindle, make a sleeve for that, and then our Lorch collets can fit in there. That's the Lorch 12.5 mil collet, and that should fit in there nicely like that. Still needs a little brass cap on the nose there, up on here. Cover that, keep the dust out, and there should be a spindle cap for when you're using pulley. when you're using collets as well. These are Lorch. That's a 3mm one. I've also got the centre for that, which goes in the collet for the drawbar. And there are lots of accessories available for that. This is out of gear at the moment. I need to find out what thread this is. I think it's 3826, which is brass thread. Don't know why. It's a German machine, but there's no standard. There's a little piece goes in there. And then there's a pin goes in these holes for indexing. That's a fairly useful feature, but I still want to make that bit because it's fallen off or it's been screwed out and got missing. We seem to have an oil leak here through one of these bolt holes, which is a bit of a nuisance. And I'll have to do something about that. Apart from that, it's a fairly usable little machine. So to recap, there's a tailstock. Centre would be a good start from that. Really a new Lorch crossslide would be wonderful. Got to do something with that spindle. You've got to make a cap and some oilers out of brass. You can find a back plate for the forge jaw. And I've spaced these out with nuts because we had a bit of a problem here in that the shaft was touching the belt. So I've got to make some spaces for that very soon. So they're all just little jobs. Apart from that, I'm really pleased with it. It's cost me a few dollars now, but I've got a reasonably good lathe. Thanks for watching, guys.